Did you know what you put on your skin has a lot to do with how you feel? Are you surrounded by a lot of the artificial intelligence or AI equipment? An Apple Watch, computer equipment, or do you drive an electric car or on a cell phone all day? Well, linen has a frequency of 5,000. It's time to get protected. Linen, the oldest natural fiber, is now available and coming to you from forestlinens.com. The Most High knew it was needed for such a time as this. Before you leave the show today, go to forestlinens.com and check out our 100% linen items. That's the number 4, uslinens.com, or call for a higher 554.
Rise and shine to the morning light. Sister MJ brings the truth so bright. Health and nature in every sound. Feel the rhythm, let's get unbound. From Ahaya we get our power. Every herb, every healing flower. Sister MJ shows the way. Naturally living every day. Naturally you, naturally free, naturally living as God meant to be. Breathe the air that's fresh and pure. Nature's bounty is the cure. Sister MJ shows what's real in every word and every meal. From the mountains to the sea, every breath is harmony. Feel the beat and feel alive. With Sister MJ we thrive. Grains and fruits in every bite. Feel the energy, feel the light. Harmony in every part. Naturally you, with all your heart.
Shalom, shalom, good evening, everyone. This beat makes me so happy. Welcome to Naturally You, a new Gregorian calendar year. But you know, for us, our new year is in March. Welcome, everyone. Sister Dawn, my sister from another mother. How are you, my dear? Ak Ephraim, how are you? Welcome, and everyone else, welcome to Naturally You. You know, we at Naturally You, we actually dwell with the Most High. That is our mantra because nature was here first. And if you go back in time, because everything is cyclical, right? If you go back in time, in the beginning, in the garden, when everything was fine, before we started eating meat and everything, the Most High told us what He gave us. And it's just, to me, it's just has always resonated with me that I don't want synthetic anything. And I don't know, maybe that's just something inherent that the Most High put in me. But for you all, I'm hoping that for their new year, you're getting a closer understanding of how your body, which is the Most High's masterpiece, because we are in His image, how it works, how it operates, and how you can do these. Just add in these simple things to make your life healthier, happier, and just be more in alignment with the Most High. Because at the end of the day, I think, well, I know, thinking is when you're not sure. I know that we're here for His purpose. And His purpose is for us to dwell with Him. And that's what we really, truly, truly want to do. So tonight we have another great show. I hope you all enjoyed last week with the lymphatic cleanse we have coming up. I am so excited about it because I have truly wanted to understand my body more. And when just seeking out and asking the Most High to show me, show me, show me what I need to know, what we need to know as a people, and what I share, it's just been phenomenal. So I'm so grateful that I know him, that my parents took the time to teach me about him coming out of the womb, and that today I'm still dwelling with him. Also, I would like to remind you all, Saturday coming, I believe, is a full moon. Any of you who have any parasitic activity, which typically, if you bite your fingernails, if you have anal itching, if you crave sugar, 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 that's a sign of parasites. And we want to take advantage of that. One thing that you can do easily is eat pumpkin seeds. Excellent for the parasites and getting them out of the system. All right. Tonight, drum roll. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Shalom, Sister Nina. Shalom. All right. So this is crazy. I have to tell you, this week I just really felt the need to just be alone, keep my mind clear, no distractions. I try to cut down the social media noise, and I picked up this journal, and it's so funny. I've never really looked at it, but a friend gave this to me years ago. It says 316 2009. That's how long I've had it, right? And in here, I am horrible. I don't know about you in journaling. I started off and then I stopped. Anyway, in here, I wanted to share some thoughts that I had back then. Don't laugh, y'all. Don't laugh. So it looks like I was volunteering this is in Georgia, at the Lanier Community Gardens, and that was on Peachtree Industrial, off of Peachtree Industrial, way up in Gwinnett County. And then on March the 16th, 2009, I was reading or studying about MRSA, the Health and the Community Association. I was talking about the roses, the funguses, the mulch, and what you can use to make your roses grow better. And the life cycle of mosquitoes of the 3 weeks. And then I have September the 14th, 2009, Esther 1, takes place in Persia. Xerxes is the king. The four kingdoms prophesied to Daniel to rule over Israel as a nation. It was Babylon, Persia, Roman Empire, and Cyrus the Great issued that the Jews could return to Jerusalem. Now, these are my notes. I know it's just out there. Anyway, I found this as well, and this was interesting. I guess I was having a moment just thanking the Most High, acknowledging my body and whatnot. But listen to this. Bless my hands a lot. Bless my feet a lot. Bless my mind, cleanse it, feed it, enhance it. Show me things I never knew. Restore me to parts unknown. Bless my body, my organs, my blood, my systems, my veins, my muscles, my tone, my skin. Bless it all abundantly. Bless my ears to hear good in others, things, and situations. Discern right from wrong. Bless my very soul and fill me with your Holy Spirit. Heal me, God. Heal my uterus. I had fibroids at the time. Remove fibroids from me. Bless my eyes. Let them be the lamp of my body and full of light. So this was on my mind, what? When was 2009? How many years ago? And then, I mean, it just went on and on, and it just amazed me because I thought, wow, I have grown a whole lot. One other thing is said here, discipline your mind. I was talking to myself. I guess I watched the video and it came to me. Cut back on TV, radio shows that are not informative, sports, or teaching me something. Listen to the word on my way to work and back. Read my Bible mornings and evenings. Set my mind on things in the word. Do my affirmations and command my mornings. And then I had scripture, different scriptures that I read and I focused on throughout. And it was blueberries. Blueberries were coming because this one is 215 in 2010. Blueberries can bloom in sun and shade mid-June to August. I think what I was doing at that time, I was planning to plant some blueberry bushes, so I was doing the research to find out more about them. And then, I talked about the figs and the blackberries. I was planting a garden at that time. And 2011, we went to the beach every year, the girls' trip, May the 21st through the 25th. And I talked to my girlfriend, Lynn, who is no longer with us, and some other Christian and some other friends I had at the time. And then I found this one here that really, it's dreams, it says. It's a Papa, it's another year. It must be in about this time, January. It's another year gone by. What have I accomplished? I've lost more monetarily, but gained so much more spiritually. I'm at peace within myself, clear on who I am and what I want out of this life. I have 2 more years with G, that's my son, my youngest. Would like to make a bolder statement this new year, build self-confidence, and recreate the Madame President me. I was the president of my Toastmasters Club at the time. Fear is only a feeling. It cannot hold me back. You have shown me your grace, mercy, and goodness throughout the year. I'm in love with the love you have for me. So I say all this to just, I mean, journaling, it's amazing what you find about yourself or what your thoughts are that you put on paper. But always go back and look at it, read it, and see where your mind was or what was happening in your life at the time. I had no idea that I would run across this. And this one was my bad habits and my good daily habits. I had a list. Look at that. So I go to bed late. I eat sweets too much. These are my bad habits. I procrastinate. I don't remember people's names. I don't get up and out of bed when the alarm goes off. Any one of you guilty of that? I have too many unorganized papers and I'm not exercising daily. So then my good habits were I will get in bed by 10 o'clock, and I've tried to keep with that. A lot of times I'm in bed, but I don't go to fall asleep. I will cut out candy and sweets unless I make it. That has totally happened. I don't crave the sweets like I used to. I complete items on my to-do list every day. That's pretty much standard. I write down names and remember them. You know, to me, it's people, if I'm in contact with you a lot or see you a lot, then the name sticks more. I get up when my alarm goes off. I'm still on that. I will work daily to organize papers with folders, and that's getting better. I still need to work on that. And then 15 minutes on rebounder daily. This morning I got up and did 20 minutes on the rebounder, and I did my push-ups. And when I get off tonight, I'm going to get on my vibration plate. So I feel good. I feel good. I know that the Most High is working with me, and why I'm still a crackpot. There's more work to be done for His kingdom. So let's get in there and let's do it. Let's make this year memorable, because the attack is real on us. And tonight, what we're going to go over, I hope that you understand what I'm trying to bring to us is not something that's going to cost a whole lot of money. I try to look for things that are in nature, that the Most High gave us, and what's going to help us when we get down the road. Because the beauty of this, what we're going to talk about tonight, it's not big baggage for you to take. It's not heavy, but it's something that can heal our body just pretty transparently to most people, because it's food and we all eat, right? So let's dive in and see what we can find out and learn about this. But again, do a journal and see where you are, see where each from year to year where you're going, and you never know, see what the Most High turns on for us. And Shalom, Sister Tracy. How are you? All right, so tonight we are going to talk about something simple. It's just sprouts. Sprouts. How many of you sprout? You know, we all grow, we bloom, we know about the seeds, the circle of life. And sprouts are just incredible to our growth and to our healing. They're so important. Years ago, I used to go to the Living Food Institute in Atlanta. It's no longer in business now. The doors closed permanently. But that's where I learned about Ann Wigmore. She's one of the pioneers of living foods, raw foods. And the reason being is just to heal from people who have cancer or chronic diseases. And we had great experiences with sprouting, and it's so easy. It's so easy. It's something that we can really benefit from. I love it as a mid-morning snack. Love it on the salads. I don't do sandwiches much, but when I'm around people that do make sandwiches, like, turkey sandwiches, and sprouts are available, I will put that in there, because that takes a sandwich from here and brings it up to higher level, top shelf, just because of the sprouts on there. So let's dive in. Let's learn more about these sprouts. Okay. So the history of sprouts has been, it's come from more, it's even older than the Bible. The use of sprouts is older than the Bible, and they used it back in the 3000 BC. The Chinese were eating bean sprouts on a regular basis. The Emperor of China at that time also recorded certain therapeutic uses of sprouted beans in a book about medicinal herbs. He indicated that sprouted beans could help cure diverse problems such as bloating, loss of nerve sensation, muscle cramps, digestive disorders, and weaknesses of the lungs. It's also great for remedying dropsy and rheumatism, building and toning the body. Excellent for that. And he wrote a book, took him over 26 years to complete, but he really talked about the power of these sprouts. And the Chinese and other Far Eastern people still use the mung beans, the azuki beans, and some of them for their daily diets. Now, I have my jar of mung beans here. These are organic mung beans. And see how tiny they are? Yes, you can see how tiny they are. But these beans are, oh, they taste so good sprouted. And then we have azuki beans. It's a red one. And this you can sprout. This one takes a lot longer to sprout, and you will learn the different time slots that's needed for them. But this one takes a longer time to sprout. But my favorite ones to sprout is the mung beans and the lentils. Organic lentil beans are amazing. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So this here is my sprouted beans. Now, I had some down here when they were smaller, and this I started yesterday. I started these yesterday, and I put them in water, about that much water, and they swell up some. Look at the difference in the size from here to here. Let me get yeah. So from this size to this size. And then what's going on now is it's starting to break open. So what I will do, this is a quart mason jar, the ball mason jars, have the lid on it. And this is a sprouting lid. You see the holes in it. There's different size lids you can use. And the different lids are based on the size of the seed. So this one, it won't, when you take it and strain out all the water, when you flip it over, the water will come out, but the seeds, the sprouts won't. All right. And what I do now, this book is an old book, and we learn, we evolve, right? And I used to do it the way they talk about years ago, but now I've gotten the shortcut. So I'll share that with you as well. But yeah, this is what I will do here, and this will go in, and by morning, this will be halfway full because it would have sprouted so much. Some people use the oven, but I will tell you my secret, and we'll go from there. Shalom, Sister Ebony. Hope the girls are with you. Tell them I said hello. And Shalom, Sister Monique. I hope you are ready for our, like I am, lymphatic cleanse. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited, trying to get everything in order. And it's crazy when you have a whole lot of the stuff, then you don't have to go buy anything. So thank you, Lord, for that. All right, so let's go on here. So those are the sprouts. And the nutritional benefits of sprouts, I think that's what we've missed. We did not know the power we have within these little sprouts. Inexpensive. If you make a salad every day, if you are a vegan, if you're a vegetarian, if you don't eat meat, you can still get your protein and everything right here. So let's dive in and see what's going on with this. Now, the healing power of sprouts, the healthiest sprouts to eat daily based on the strong nutritional evidence are the broccoli sprouts. So you may say, well, why broccoli? Well, broccoli, and it tastes so good too. Anyway, it's the healthiest sprout, but the broccoli sprouts, followed by the mung beans, which I showed you, and then the lentils, and then alfalfa, and the sunflower sprouts in these orders. Now, the broccoli stands out because it's high in sulforaphane, which is a detox-supporting antioxidant linked to cellular protection and immune strength. Excellent for cancer. Okay? And it's found in a lot of the cruciferous vegetables. Now, if we stop and think about it, We are looking at the seed of what the vegetables we grow, and that's what we are sprouting. But the Most High made a significant, like a little baby step within the life cycle for us to get benefit from before it comes to the full plant for us to actually pick it and harvest it, right? So it supports the heart health, which is the number one cause of death, right? Heart failure. And then supports the blood sugar control. Also, we know the big C is something that many of us, I know, I doubt many of us have no family members that have not had a loss because of it. I'm sure everyone knows somebody who's had that in their life. But we know from our experiences and what we found out that this is because they are giving us parasites that is causing a lot of this, the big C, and causing the dysfunction and breakdown of our body. But the Most High gave us these seeds, these healing sprouts, and those look like mung bean sprouts in the picture. And when I tell you they're absolutely delicious, they are really good. Easy, easy, easy to do and easy to digest. So it supports your digestion, and it supports your digestion. It strengthens your immunity. It improves your digestion and promotes your cellular repair. And cellular repair is something we really need to focus on because with society as it is, I don't know if you all noticed this week, all the temperature changes, the wind changes, and everything else. We don't know what they're spraying on us. There are people in different states talking about what's going on in their area. So it's time that we really give our body the nutrition that we need to build our defense against what they have coming for us. Because they definitely coming for us, okay? All right, so these are all the types of sprouts. And it gives you a time frame how long it takes to sprout it, and the root hair, what it looks like, how hard it is. I think you should snap a picture of that and keep it if it's something that you feel would be in your future to do some sprouting. That's a good template to have just so that you'll know what timelines you're looking at. But the beauty of these sprouts, from seed to nutritious food, this is food. This is nourishment. This is something that we can all benefit from. And let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. So we have different kinds here, right? This is the mung bean and the azuki. They have the leafy sprouts or the alfalfa, the broccoli, the clover. And a lot of these here, you may know some of these. You have teas that are healing for the body, like the clover tea. Um, you have the garbanzo beans, which we make the chickpea dip with, and whatnot. You have your lentils. You can make, if you're into veganism or vegetarian foods, there's a lot you can do with the lentils. That protein is replacing the meat. And then the mung is excellent for just about anything. Of course, we have the wheat berries that we make our flour with, or you make a drink called Rejuvelac. There's also rye and barley. And of course, the seeds, the nuts, the pumpkin, excellent, like I mentioned, not just on a salad or good for a snack, but excellent to get rid of the parasites in our bodies. And I want to focus on the broccoli sprouts for a while because they are packed with health benefits.
which include cancer prevention. It improves your heart health and enhances the gut function due to the high levels of the sulforaphane in them. Cancer prevention, cardiovascular, gut health again, brain health. That sulforaphane enhances the brain function and protects against neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. We talked about Alzheimer's when we talked about uh, our what is it? Our adaptogens, and how helpful that is for the memory. There's lion's mane and different one of the mushrooms that's really good for it as well. But brain health and reducing the inflammation is key. If we haven't learned anything, please remember you want to keep your inflammation low in your body. Low inflammation is going to be the saving grace to all of us. Whether it's your cabbage you're eating every other day in butter, or if it's your berries, your blueberries, your strawberries, your any of the berries are excellent for the anti-inflammatory, pulling it out of the body. Your lemon water in the mornings is excellent for pulling the mucus from between the cells, and just keep that inflammation as low as you possibly can. We have the broccoli sprouts in the diet can provide numerous health benefits in the way that we get enzymes, we get amino acids, which are proteins, we get vitamins, we get minerals, we get trace elements, and we get chlorophyll. All of those are in those little sprouts. And vitamin C, which, can be pricey if you get it as a supplement, but not only does it prevent free radicals from being formed, the vitamin C in these sprouts prevents free radicals, right? But it also keeps vitamins A and E from being destroyed in the body. So I see sprouts in my body as a defense. It's guarding, it's protecting, it's keeping me healthy, it's building my immune system. And it's pennies on a dollar. Pennies on a dollar. All right. So enzymes are greatly activated in the sprouting process. And all you're doing is placing them in the water. And once you place it in the water, the enzymes begin making the young sprouts into foods for us to digest. Cooking destroys this balance, so we want to have this raw. And breaking down, when we cook it, it destroys the energy in it, because we are electrical beings. We come from the dust of the earth. The minerals are our foundation. And if you haven't figured that out yet, please go back to last year show beginning with Death Begins in the Feet and do a binge and catch up. Understand that if we don't figure this out, we're going to be at the mercy of the white coats. And we want to be able to say and have a say in who takes us out of here. And for me, it's got to be the Most High. It can't be the white coats giving me something in my arm or telling me some bloody lie and me just believing it because they said it. Can't happen. Anyway, minerals in cooked foods are no longer chelated when the temperature gets to over 105 degrees. And in living foods, raw foodism, you don't cook anything over 106 degrees, because therefore you're losing the nutrient content, the energy from the food. So therefore we eat everything raw, or we find a way to dehydrate to just get the more natural energy from the food. Cooked protein foods, especially animal foods such as red meat and eggs, tend to putrefy and decay, which produces toxic waste that must be removed from the body by the kidneys. And you all know we have a lot of kidney dialysis centers in a lot of our home areas in our community. That's becoming a real big problem. But protein from sprouts and other uncooked foods produce fewer toxic substances during digestions. We can get our protein here instead of looking to meats. So, I mean, it makes sense. We can do a day of meat or 2 days off, have meats maybe 3 days a week, and have the sprouts and the beans to supplement, because society will teach us that we need to, oh, you've got to go out to go here to eat and go to this restaurant. You need a hot meal. You need the cold ice water first. Then you need the hot meal. And then you're drinking a cold drink. Well, if you're eating greasy food and you throw in cold water behind it, what do you think is happening? They don't tell us that, but we have to think, we have to make think happen. We can't have them do the thinking for us. But beyond enzymes, which is a valuable aid to digestion, sprouts contain what I call vital food factors, the energy currents that flow through all living bodies and differentiate them from dead bodies. While it's hard for us to wrap our heads around that. But if we can get the nutrients from the food, the living food, let's do that as much as possible. The process is simple. You take it, you soak it, like I did in one. Then I poured it off. That's two. And then in three, you just take this, and what I do that they don't say, I put this in the microwave. I don't use a microwave, but I put it in there because it's dark. And these sprouts love a dark area for them to germinate. So I just put it in the microwave, and in the morning I will have sprouts, and it will be like halfway full. If I wanted to have a full jar, I probably should have put more in here, but you play it by ear. You will learn how much you eat on a daily basis. And this photo here, if you look at this you can get on Amazon. It's a rack, and it has the mason jars. It has a cover for the jar to keep it dark. But like I said, I put it in the microwave. It's totally dark, so I don't need that. And the airflow has to happen, so therefore we put a lid on it that has holes in it, so it won't get moldy or slimy. If that happens, you don't want to be eating it. All right. Let's go on. So why do sprouts matter? Well, because it's easy for us to digest. It's energizing. We want energy. Most of the times, if we start off the day with sugar, and just have more sugar and sugar, you create inflammation, and your energy is being pulled out of you. So we want to make sure that we're getting the volume, in this small bean, the full volume, the full energy that we can get from it, because they're rich in enzymes, vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. Now, vitamins, let's talk about the vitamins in sprouts. Vitamins are essential nutrients that regulate chemical reactions in our bodies. Most of us take vitamins every day, but they help to make the energy present in food available to our cells. If we can get more of the vitamins from the food instead of taking a supplement, doesn't that make sense? Instead of buying two things, you only buy one and you get two for one. That makes sense to me. But the majority of supplemental vitamins are synthesized from coal tar and other petroleum derivatives. Of course, now they claim it's better, but we are finding out that every day something else they're finding out there's something toxic in the food, supplements, or in the factory where it's being made. Something is always going on. So, but the vitamins that are found in the fresh sprouts and other living foods are completely safe and capable of sustaining us in good health as long as the right kind of foods are eaten. So we might as well, since we have to eat, find something that's going to nourish us in another way. The vitamin C, say if you had a raw radish, okay? The vitamin C contained in a crushed raw radish, for example, decreased by half in about 5 minutes and by up to 70% in 20 minutes. Okay, the vitamin C in a radish raw. In cooking, much of the vitamin and the mineral content of the fresh food is lost, thrown out with the cooking water, or oxidized by the exposure to the air and the heat. Now, when we talk about oxidization, let's look at an avocado, good example, or an apple. If you cut an apple open and it doesn't get brown, you know you have a hybrid apple. If you cut an avocado open and it doesn't get brown by the time it hits the air and sits for a while, you know you have a hybrid avocado, because that oxidation is just showing us that, hey, it came out of its compact shell, it's been open, and now the air is hitting it and causing it to oxidize. Alfalfa sprouts are not only a good source of vitamin C, but it's a provider of vitamin A as well, which our eyes need. Okay, A vitamin is excellent for our eyes. So we're talking about vitamin A, we're talking about vitamin C, we're talking about the B vitamins we're getting from the sprouts, which is very important to our overall health as women. I believe that if we had more focus on the B vitamins, the whole menstrual issue, the stuff around that would be gone, because we would be supporting our bodies with what we need to help us through that time. The thiamine in the B1, the riboflavin in the B2, and there's also niacin. All of those are the B vitamins that we need, and you rarely hear anyone focusing on the B vitamins. Or better yet, we need a full B complex. That's what's called the stress vitamin. And we don't relate stress to that. We don't relate our body going through a whole 3 or 4 days of purification as a stressful event. And we don't take our B vitamins to handle that situation. If we did, we would have a better outcome, trust me. All right, then let's talk about vitamin E is found in the wheat vitamin, the wheat sprouts. So there's also found in the oats, the rye, alfalfa, the sesame, the sunflower, and the alfalfa. At least 10 times more easily assimilated by the body naturally, that vitamin E, than the synthetic E that you get it in a capsule, right? Also, vitamin K is found in abundance in alfalfa sprouts. This little known vitamin is especially important during pregnancy, as it's responsible for blood clotting, and it aids in the prevention of hemorrhages and miscarriages. Vitamin U, have you ever heard of a vitamin U, y'all? Vitamin U, another lesser known vitamin, is found in abundance in cabbage sprouts. It is currently being investigated to help prevent stomach and intestinal ulcers. Who knew? Right? Who knew? All right, so let's move on. Let's look at the minerals and the trace elements in the sprouts. And all these little tidbits I found, I thought was very interesting. And I'm hoping that you all will see the benefit in it. And like we said, broccoli sprouts is probably the best one, the healthiest one. Then we have the mung beans and all of its benefits, high in plant protein. If you know that you're not doing meat, well, make sure you supplement with a lot of mung beans. Then you have the alfalfa sprouts and all the benefits there, A, C, and K. It's hormonal balance, the hair, the skin, and it's low calorie, easy to add to anything, and it gives you the best way to use it as well. So we have the broccoli sprouts. We getting ready to do the lymphatic cleanse. It's best for adrenal, liver reset, detoxing days, and daily vitality. So that will be something that will be going on my salad during that time. Then we also have over here the lentil sprouts, which are so good. Rich in protein again. You've got more than one protein source. Great for energy and blood nourishment. It's very filling, it really is. And I would do a cup on top of my salad, just a cup of the sprouts. It's so good. Then we have the sunflower sprouts, high in zinc, magnesium, and chlorophyll. And it strengthens our immunity, supporting the mood and the nervous system. We are in a time where stress is out the roof because of all the stuff going on. So having something like those sprouts to help the nervous system bring us down to our calm or our zen or our homeostasis it would be excellent to have. Now let's talk about the chlorophyll in sprouts. One of the most important nutrients contained in sprouts is the chlorophyll, which has been thoroughly researched for its nutritional and healing properties. By itself, chlorophyll, a protein compound found in green plants, including sprouts with the green leaves. You know, we have the alfalfa, the cabbage, the clover, the sunflower, and the radishes. Doesn't appear to be anything special. But there are two vital aspects of chlorophyll that shouldn't be overlooked in these. First, its creation in the plant as a result of a conversion of the sun's energy, which makes a sort of living battery. And second is remarkable similarity to a vital component of the human blood, our hemoglobin. Circulating in the bloodstream, the hemoglobin molecules carry oxygen to the cells throughout the body. And this is why this chlorophyll from these sprouts is so important, because that's going to help not just carry the oxygen, it's going to help us breathe better, just like our iodine helps us with our breathing, right? Unlike animals, humans and animals who get energy from food, the plant gets their energy from the sun. And you know, they're trying to take the sun away. I saw something the other day where I can grow stuff in the house, and that's scary to me. I would rather do it in nature, but this is how far we've come. We think technology has advanced us, but it's really brought us so far backwards. It's crazy. Anyway, plants create and store the carbohydrate energy as a result of the sun's action upon their leaves, which we know that process to be photosynthesis, right? So in fresh green sprouts, the energy is readily available to our body for healing and the regeneration of our cells. And that is what we want. We want our cells to regenerate. Our cells turn over completely. It's 120 days, I believe, which is what, 6 months? So if we can take our body from a disastrous place, and in 6 months' time, we can change the whole outcome to how our body is being nourished and how our body is being healed. So the life energy in fresh sprouts stimulates the body's inherent self-cleansing and self-healing abilities. particularly when our body is freed from the debilitating effects of cooked heavy foods. The natural processes that work in the healing of a cut or lowering of a fever can also be put to work healing and revitalizing the internal workings of our body through the foods like the sprouts. We don't always have to have cooked foods. We can break it up. We have 7 whole days. We can break it up. It's easy to grow these. So you just soak the seeds, you rinse and you drain. You have it in a ventilated jar. You can harvest it 3 days, 7 days. Like these mung beans, I typically this will be in my fridge in 2 days. The way I do it now. If I had a bigger jar, a fuller jar, it would be a full 3 days. But it takes it. It doesn't take a lot of time. And if you have a sensitive gut, understand that you should only start off with the mung or the lentil sprouts first. They meet you where you are. Isn't that beautiful? It meets you where you are. So if you know you have, what is that? The cell, celiac and all this stuff going on, or you have a gluten intolerance, anything like that, you want to start with those, the lentil and the mung first, and then build up as you go, as the healing begins. And it's very, very, I want to stress this. I had some mung beans I got in the store. They were not organic. They didn't sprout good at all. So don't waste your money. Make sure it's organic. Please save yourself. Make sure it's organic. mountainroseherbs.com. Excellent. They have a lot of sprouting seeds. Excellent place to get it. Inexpensive and worth it. So let's talk about the seeds. And then also I'm talking about a different kind of seed. Okay? So you store these seeds in a cool, dry place. And again, Mountain Rose Herbs for your organic sprouting seeds. And let's talk about sprouts in your sex life. That's important. We have to procreate, reprocreate, right? The Most High said, be fruitful and multiply. So, although I'm letting you all digest all this, okay? Because I know it's a lot. But although wheat is one of the highest sources of natural vitamin E, its content of E triples when it's sprouted. Okay? Other sprouted grains, notably oats and rye, are also excellent sources of vitamin E and are all sprouted seeds and nuts. According to what Ann Wigmore found out back then, what do sprouts have to do with your sex life? Perhaps little if your sex life is already satisfying. On the other hand, they could do a lot to improve unsatisfactory relationships, restoring that desire and performance to their normal, healthy state. It is common sense that when you're more healthy physically, all parts of you are more healthy. But when you are made look and feel better, the attraction is enhanced. And that's what the sprouts will do. Feedback was that the sprouts helped give positive changes in their lives once they adopted that, adding more of these living foods or raw foods into their daily diet. A lot of us really feel that we need to have meat, or cook. But if we want that energy, we really need to focus more on the raw. I found this interesting. In numerous studies of cattle, the addition of sprouts to the diet was found to increase the production of the milk in the cows and to restore the fertility to cows that were sterile. This is not surprising because the wheat sprouts, again, they have a high quality of vitamin E. What then does the wheat germ, which is a fertility vitamin? So, vitamin E is a fertility vitamin, and it's found highly in the wheat sprouts. That's another sprout that you can use as well. So, the Most High, He gave it to us. The cows are even benefiting from it. And you can eat what? Up to a cup. Doesn't matter. Up whatever you need. I like it at a 10 o'clock pick me up in the mornings. I do like a half a bag, and I just take that and munch on that during the day. Easy, or you can throw it in your soup to top off your soup, or you can put it in a rice bowl or whatever bowl you're making. And it also helps, these sprouts help slow the aging clock. So if you're worried about aging and all that goes with it, understand that the antioxidants in it, it's preventing the aging and helping us to feel better, look better, and be better. Now, how am I doing on time? I am the worst about time. But let's understand it's for better digestion, weight management, brain management, um, our vitamins. We get now vitamins, we get now enzymes, we get now minerals, we get now chlorophyll, we get now trace elements. It's a win-win. It's truly a win-win. So I hope that you all can take a look at it. And I know at Sprouts, we have a store actually called Sprouts here in Tennessee. And they have little plastic containers that you can buy your sprouts in, or you can make it yourself, do it yourself. And you just take those home, wash it real good, and sprinkle that in your salad. Or if you do wraps, it's excellent in wraps as well. But I want you more than anything to get the benefit from it. You're getting the vitamins, you're getting the minerals, you're getting the enzymes, you're getting the protein, you're getting the chlorophyll. All of that it's like a complete food you're getting, and it's a pennies on the dollar. So remember that different size seeds require different soaking times, and most sprouts are ready when the sprout is as big as the seed. So you'll see it sprout and know that it's ready. But you don't have to wait until it's like big like the picture there. If you see the hook coming out, once that hook breaks the seed, it's on its way to being sprouted. So from there, you can just store it in the fridge. Make sure when you store it in the fridge, it's not sitting in any water. You might want to take a paper towel or a piece of fabric. I would use linen, and put it in the bottom and let it absorb that. So it will help it keep its life longer. It typically in a week's time it's ready for you to do another jar, but hopefully you've eaten it by that time. And again, you can find the sprouting kit on Amazon, or you can do like I do, just have a mason jar, get the lids. You can find these usually the health food store will have, there's like 5 different colors, a yellow, a orange, a green, and different size holes based on how many types of sprouts you're going to sprout. Easy, healthy, nutritious, and if the cows can benefit from it, why can't we? Why can't we? And last but not least, I hope, pray that you all are off to a great start with this Thursday. And I hope that those of you who are interested in our lymphatic cleanse, now when I say lymphatic cleanse, what do I mean? I'm talking about us uh, removing the congestion in our body. For our whole, from the top of our head to the soles of our feet, we have lymph vessels and we have lymph nodes. The nodes get blockage, they get congested, and we get inflammation, and which causes disease. So we want to try to get ahead of it, cleanse our body, make sure our 5 organs are working right: the adrenals, the kidney, the liver, the what else? The kidneys, the adrenals, the liver. Oh gosh, there's 2 more. I can't think of it. Anyhow, if you can join us for this, Send an email to naturallyu at Abeng Radio. You will get a PDF with everything in it. And we can, for 21 days, we're going to drink a lot of celery juice. We're going to massage with the oils. We're going to massage the face, the body, get the lymph moving. We're going to do our dry skin brushing. We talked about that last week. And make sure we're stimulating our lymph fluid in our body. It is time for me to say goodbye, my darlings. It's been a pleasure meeting with you tonight. I hope that you have a wonderful day, an evening, and a weekend, and a great year. Healthy conversations. Let's see. Any questions that I need to answer? If not, good night, heart to heart, and until next week, shalom.
From our higher we get our power. Every herb, every healing flower. Sister MJ shows the way. Naturally living every day. Naturally you. Naturally free. Naturally living as God meant to be. Breathe the air that's fresh and pure. Nature's bounty is the cure. Sister MJ shows what's real in every word and every meal. From the mountains to the sea, every breath is harmony. Feel the beat and feel alive. With Sister MJ we thrive. Grains and fruits in every bite. Feel the energy